What's going on, y'all? Safety Steve here. Today we have the X-Sight 4K Pro from ATN. This is the 5x20. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing and show you what all it comes with. So as soon as we open it up here, we have a bunch of our good information, as well as aligning beams and optional accessories. But then we have the cover here. So we got a really nice cover. In this cover is our charging cable. So from there we have our sunshade. So I really like how they include the sunshade with this. Usually you have to pay extra for it. So thank you very much, ATN. Alright, now here we have the scope mounts. So the awesome thing about this scope and ATN is they give you 3 scope mounts for you to figure out what way you want to do it and what works best with whatever you're mounting it on. So we have the one here that's going to push it forward or push it back 2 inches. We have the normal one here, which is, they're kind of raised. And then they give you a third one here, which has a Picatinny rail on it, so that you can attach the IR light. So you can use that one, or you can use this one, whichever way you want to set it up. And I think that's awesome of ATN to do that for everybody. That way you don't have to buy extra mounts. So from there we get their IR light that I was just talking about. So we got it in like a Ziploc bag here. Hold up. Alrighty, so we have our adjustment Allen wrenches in there. And so we have it here mounted to a Picatinny rail. We have different levels as well as adjustment for your beam. Also comes with batteries. And then we go to our good old manual here, guys. And then from there we have our scope itself. So here is the scope. Got a bunch of stickers on it. Help you turn it on, get it ready. We're going to update the firmware, and then we're going to put it all together and show you guys mounting it on a rifle. So stay tuned for the next video, guys. Alright guys, we're back. I wanted to show you real quick. So here is number 1. Let me fix this real quick. Alright, so number 1, hit the power button. So from there we're going to go to number 2, which is going to be focus until the reticle is clear and sharp. From there we're going to rotate this one and we're going to focus it to distance. After that we're going to turn for zoom. After that we are going to update the firmware. So to do that, you guys need an SD card. And so you're going to go to the atncorp.com website and you're going to find firmware on there. So download the latest one, put it on the SD card, and then you're going to insert the SD card into this scope right here. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to tell you everything you need to do, update it, and then you'll be good to go. So we already went ahead and did that. So now I want to show you guys installing it onto a rifle. So let me fix this focus here. Alright, so first things first, we're going to need to take this one off. So we're going to take the old scope off. We're going to get ready to put the new ATN on. So I think what I want to do is I think I want to use this to push it a little bit forward, and then I have a rail on it over here, so I'm not going to use this one. We're going to stick with just these two for right now. So first thing we're going to do is I have a 2.5 millimeter hex, so we are going to loosen these caps, take them all the way off. Alright, so right here is a good spot. Get it on there nice and tight. We're actually going to switch this around since that one's facing that way. We want to stay the same. Just all nice and uniform. Alright, so we'll get those, we'll tighten those up. Now we're going to get the scope on there. We're going to take our level. And we're going to make sure that everything is nice and level, like it should be. So right there looks about perfect. So now we're going to take our caps and we're going to put our caps back on. Alright, so for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and tighten these all up now, keep it level, and then check right back with you guys. So check out, 1 minute. Alright y'all, we're back. We got it all tightened up, everything's on there nice and level. From here we're going to install our sunshade. Alright, so we're going to put our sunshade on the front, and then I'm not going to put the rear one on there. Alright, so now we're going to take the light, we're going to screw this cap off right here. It's pretty dummy proof, shows you which way the batteries go. So we'll get our batteries here. Put them in just like it says. Screw the cap back on. Make sure it's in the off position. Alright, so now we're going to install it onto our rail we have up here. So I'm going to go ahead, find the right size here. Smaller. Alright, here we go. Alright, and I'm going to mount it up here as high as I can get it. Alright, so we'll adjust that when we get out there, but that is completely fine with me. Other than that, guys, we're going to charge it up, and then we'll head out there and we'll start recording, show you guys how to do the one-shot zero, and then we'll take some shots for ourselves. Alright guys, thanks, stay tuned. Alright y'all, so we got it all set up, everything's installed correctly, everything's level. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to zero it. So unfortunately I can't record and zero at the same time, but I'll explain it. So basically it's really simple. You take a shot and then you open up the zeroing feature and it creates another crosshair for you. So you're going to keep your crosshair where you were aiming. You're going to move the new one to where your impact was, and it's going to reshift everything to where your impact is. So we're going to go ahead and zero it, and then we'll switch to the camera, record, and just take a couple shots for you guys, show you all the features and whatnot. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay. Now we're going to go into the zero reticle. We're going to go where we were aiming, and we're going to move our crosshair to where our impact was. Save and exit. Now we're going to take another shot. It looks like money there, so now we're going to move to the paper, and we're going to do the same thing. Alright, so that was a hair over. Alright, so now we're going to go down, check our paper, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got it pretty dialed in here. 2 hits on our 3-inch square down there. We got rounds. I wanted to take some shots at this plate rack, and then I wanted to try to take a shot at this hostage here, see what we can do. So let's take a couple shots at our plate rack, and then we will. We got. So we'll come back. Alright y'all, last thing I wanted to show you was the night vision capability of this scope. So here we have it on night vision mode with no light on whatsoever. It's absolutely pitch dark out here. So I'm going to turn the light on to the first level. I'm going to turn the light on to the second level. And then I'm going to turn the light on to the third level. And here you can see that we can pretty much make out the silhouettes, and we can also make out each of the plate racks. So we're going to take some shots and see what we can do. So alright y'all, that's about it. Make sure you like. I want to give a huge shout out to ATN for sending us this scope to do this review, as well as I want to give a huge shout out to Range Time Targets for supplying this plate rack for us. Alright guys, that's about it for me. Safety Steve out.